Hello everyone and welcome back to Sharkcast. I'm Addison, your amazing host, and today we're going to talk about International Women's Day, amazing human facts, and our big interview is going to be Mr. Shouse. So that's going to be broken up into two parts, so we're going to have that 2 times. And part 1 is going to be in episode 1, which is this episode. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Again, this is Addison, and bye.
Every year, on March 8th, International Women's Day is celebrated around the world.
But why? Might you ask? Do we have a day especially for women? Well, it's fair to say that throughout history, women haven't always received the fairest of treatment.
Women haven't always been able to work, vote, or been given the same rights as men.
So since the early 1900s, women around the world have celebrated an International Women's Day, campaigns for equal rights, and shining a spotlight on brilliant women across the globe.
And if there are any women listening, I just want to say that you're very important to our world and to our community, and that you are amazing, and that you can do anything.
February 28, 1909 marked the first Women's History Day in New York City. It honored the 1-year anniversary of the garment workers' strikes when 15,000 women marched through the lower Manhattan. From 1909 to 1910, immigrant women who worked in garment factories held a strike to protest their working conditions.
Hello, Sharkcast listeners. I am back with 2 more amazing facts about the human body. About 60% of our body is made of water. Pound for pound, our bones are stronger than steel. A block of bone is the size of a matchbox, can support up to 18,000 pounds of weight. Bye, Sharkcast listeners. Have a great rest of your day.
Hello and welcome everyone to Sharkcast. I'm Addison, your amazing host, and today we're going to be interviewing Mr. Shouse, our amazing director.
Yay! Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be on the podcast because for so long I have been behind the scenes. So now you get to ask me questions.
Yep. And let's start off with the first question. What made you want to start Sharkcast?
That is a really great question. So I've been listening to podcasts for years. I listened to podcasts before podcasts were even cool. So for years I have been wanting to do a podcast, and it never did work out. But this year, when I came back into the classroom to teach 5th grade, I talked to Mr. Marsh about doing the podcast, and I really had no idea about what to do. And then you guys have been so great that it all kind of organically happened, which means that it kind of happened on its own. And I have to say I have been very, very giddy and very happy about the podcast because it has been something that has been the most rewarding experience of my 22 years teaching, because I really feel like it is much, much better than I ever thought. But I did want to give you guys a chance to have the ability to communicate with people, because podcasts are kind of a new thing that people do now. There's millions of podcasts out there. So it's a good chance for you to get involved with something at school, to do something that is not normal. I like to think outside the box, which means I like to do things different than normal. So when I wanted to do something that was not normal, I was like, well, let's do a podcast. And so that's kind of how it happened.
I got a question.
Okay.
I used to do this all the time.
You did?
Yeah, I used to ask this all the time. What's your favorite NFL team?
I don't really watch sports, but I have to say the Bengals.
There.
Who they?
Yes.
I used to watch sports a lot. I used to watch UK basketball a lot, and I used to play baseball in high school, and I was really big into baseball. And when I first started teaching, I actually coached high school baseball. For a minute, I was an assistant coach, but I kind of got burnt out on it, and so I stopped coaching, and then I just stopped really listening and watching sports. My high school team did not have a football team because we were so small. I went to high school in eastern Kentucky. It's a county called Owsley. So they were so small that they didn't even have a football team.
Speaking of sports, actually, what's your favorite sport to watch if you did watch sports?
Basketball.
All right.
Yeah. I was a huge UK basketball fan, and I still am. But the year that Kentucky almost went undefeated. You remember that year? With
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, no, it was the year after that. 14. I watched it and I would get so upset about it, about them losing or coming close to losing. I'm like, this is really, I have no control over this. I need to stop getting so torn up about watching UK basketball. But I do like sports. It's just not my thing. I'm a super proponent of sports. I think it's great for people to play sports and for kids to be involved in sports, because I played sports, baseball, from the time that I was 5 or 6 years old until I graduated high school.
Okay. Next question. What are some of your hobbies that you like to do?
I'm a musician, so I like to play music. I'm in a band that travels around Kentucky that plays. Last year, I played 81 shows. During the year 2022, I got to play in New York City, in Central Park. I got to play in Cleveland in front of 5,000 people, opening with this guy his name's Zach Bryan. So I got to open with another guy that I was playing with, Cole Chaney. So music is a huge part of my life, and it's an extra way that I can make money and meet people. And I've been doing this for years. Throughout my 20 years of playing music, I've been on the news stations. I was in a movie one time. I got to be on the radio stations. I got to travel and play with my heroes. And I play a genre of music called bluegrass, which was started in Kentucky. And this year I am playing the Railbird Festival.
Yeah.
I'll be playing with Cole Chaney, this young guy that I'm friends with, that I get to play music.
What movie were you in?
I was in a movie called The Song. It was a movie in 2012. It's kind of like a Hallmark movie. I did not have any speaking parts, but I did play music in the movie. So the movie was set at a fall festival, and this guy interrupts the band playing, which I was a part of the band playing, to sing a song to his girlfriend to try to win her back. So we got to play along with him. So it was a cool experience to get to do that. But yeah, I have got to experience so much with music, but it keeps me really busy too. My other hobbies include, I like to do things around my house. I like to use my mind and my ability to work on things and tinker and fix things. I like to work on stuff.
So what made you want to join a band?
That is an excellent question. I wanted to join a band because I wanted to make some extra money, and I wanted to play music in front of people. I never really wanted to be famous so much, but I did want to be able to, I thought it would be cool to be in a band with my friends and get to travel and get to experience cool things together. But after spending a month in a van with 5 other guys, sleeping on the floors and other things, I realized that is not as desirable as what I think. Any other questions? We have a lot of students that's going to ask questions if you're out there listening, so we're going to be doing rounds of people. Any more questions, Parker?
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food. Right now I'm having to eat healthy because my cholesterol is really high, so my wife and I are trying to keep that down without taking medication. But I do like a good steak and a good burger.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So what made you want to do 5th grade?
I've taught 5th grade for years. I like the older kids the best. So this is my 22nd year teaching. I've taught kindergarten, 1st grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. I taught music, and I was an interventionist. So I've done 7 different jobs, and of all those jobs, I like 5th grade the best. I like the content that we teach. I also like the fact that I can talk to you like an adult. I don't have to have so much structure like you would with the kindergartners or preschool.
Yeah.
But I do like fifth grade the best because I do like the personalities, and we can joke, and we can talk about current events, things like that. That's really really awesome.
Well, now let's play a little game. It's called Would You Rather. Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Okay. The beach or the mountains?
Mountains.
Football or basketball?
Basketball.
Pizza or salad?
Pizza.
Basketball or baseball?
Basketball.
Basketball or volleyball?
Basketball.
Outside or inside?
Outside.
Let's see.
How's that for quick answers?
And last question, colorful colors or like colors with like black and white?
I like colorful colors.
Okay.
Have you ever watched the show WandaVision?
No.
Also, have you seen the new Creed movie?
No.
So WandaVision.
I know it's a boxing movie with Michael B. Jordan, and I've seen the old Creed with Rocky. Adrian,
I'm coming for you, man.
Well, actually,
So WandaVision starts out in black and white and then transforms into colors.
kind of like the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically exactly like that.
Didn't we have a lesson about that in your reading class?
No.
Didn't your teacher talk about? Yeah. Okay.
What was your favorite Rocky movie?
Rocky 1.
Ooh,
I
yes.
like Rocky.
No,
4.
I actually like the one that he was fighting the Russian.
Yeah,
The
where he kills
white-
Apollo and then he gets revenge for
Yeah,
him.
yeah. I love all the Rocky
The
movies.
stare down between those two, though, he was like,
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, so let's head on
Switch.
to the other group. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Peace,
Okay, we got round 2 students. We have Alpha and Alexis and Bella.
I want to start off with my question first. This is a question from Miss Drummond to Mr. Shouse. Who is the best fifth grade teacher? You can now say yourself.
I would say that would be Bull Sawyers. Bull Sawyer Drummond.
Correct.
It's a mixture of all of them. I am really lucky, and I do mean this honestly. Miss Buckler, Miss Salyers, and Miss Drummond are all excellent people to work with. They've been really kind to me coming into the school that was new. They have been very helpful, and I really could not ask for better co-workers. They have been really great. So they're all equally, and I do mean that sincerely.
That's really sweet.
Thank you.
But Drummond was the right answer.
Miss Drummond is a really great teacher. They all are. I would if I had a student in fifth grade, my own personal child, I would be happy with them being in any of their classes.
So, I have a question. So, whenever you were younger, did you have any like fidget toys, like anything you like played with?
As a child, I do not remember having any kind of fidget toys because in the 80s, that did not happen. We didn't have those so much. But I grew up on a farm, so I was pretty active, running around and doing things. I did like to play Army a lot because we had a creek in front of our house, and my brother and I would like play in the creek, and we would act like we were in the Army. My brother actually ended up going in the military in the 90s. I did not. But as far as school goes, I don't have any recollection of having any fidget toys.
It's a coincidence with your brother because that's...
Yeah. Okay.
What type of music do you produce?
I like bluegrass music, but I do like good music. I like to play bluegrass music, but I listen to Wolfpack, which is sometimes we listen to this band Wolfpack in here, this real dancing kind of music. I like that a lot. I do like hip-hop music. I like rock music. I like jazz. I like any kind of music that I would think is considered good music, which means it's in time, it has good tone, and it creates some sort of feeling. If that makes sense.
How do you think the season went so far?
I think the season went great. This is episode number 16. It's went by really fast. I was really concerned about having enough content each time and how we would do things, but we have had episodes probably average 30, 40 minutes, and that's really good to do once a week. We was crushing it. You guys were crushing it. All I was doing, and folks, if you're listening out there, these kids did basically everything on their own. The only thing that I do is I just edit everything and put it on this program that allows me to send it out to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all these different accounts. So I just spend, I don't know, maybe an hour on Thursdays when I get home to get it all edited and put on YouTube and things.
So I'm gonna ask a lot of questions
Yes,
about your
please.
childhood.
Me too.
So, did you have like any favorite animals growing up, or any favorite plants? Because my favorite plants are mushroom.
Yes. We grew up on a farm. We had cattle. My dad had horses and mules. So back home, people used to use mules to work with, like to plow the ground and things. So I did like those a lot growing up. We did not have any pets, like dogs. We had cats, but those cats was like not pets. They were not allowed in the house. They were more like barn cats. They were pretty wild that you couldn't get close to them and pet those. But so because of that, I never really was what I would consider an animal person. Now we have a cat. My wife and I have a cat, but it's not, animals is not something that I've always had and really wanted to have as a child.
Really quickly, I just wanted to make a comment on Alexis. She likes mushrooms. No wonder you like mushrooms, because you're a fun guy.
Fun girl?
Thank you. Thank you.
I could not. Oh, I've been waiting so long to use that. I'm so glad.
How many albums do you have?
I have recorded on people's albums. I would say I'm guessing that I have performed on 10 different albums.
Wow.
Some of those have been on my own. I have a recorder, like the same equipment that I could use to record this, I also can record music at home. So sometimes I write music and I can record that. I have been in bands that I've recorded music, and I've also been asked to record on other people's albums.
Yeah.
The best one, not the best one, but one of the ones I'm the most proud of is Code Chaney, a younger man that is great in music right now. We recorded some songs for him, and I played the mandolin on it, and those have over 1 million plays on Spotify.
Wow.
So I'm really proud of that one.
That's really impressive.
But the band that I'm in now, Wolfpen Branch, we have a new album that is out that came out a few months ago. So I'm hoping that one would get a lot of traction as well. But it's really cool to perform a song
What
that
is it called?
The band is Wolfpen Branch.
The album that you released a few months ago.
The album is called A Long Hill to Climb.
Everybody, if you're watching this, get off YouTube, get off Spotify, and get on YouTube and get on Spotify and search it up. Okay.
Yeah, it's really great. I mean, Wolfpen Branch is a great band of all my friends, and I feel like it's very successful. According to Spotify, we have about 4,000 monthly listeners, so that's pretty good. I'm really happy with that. We get to play around Lexington and do things, so that's really fun.
We can turn that 4,000 into at least like 4,001. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That would be great.
Yes.
Anyway, do you make short casts often, or are we special?
This is the first time I've ever done a podcast.
Special.
You are special, and no matter
Extra
what,
special.
you guys will always be the first group that this has happened with. I do plan on doing
Season
it next
1.
year for season 2, that we're going to have new people coming in, and who knows what's going to happen, because I want the students to lead the podcast more than me. So basically, anything that you want to do, you can do it on Sharkcast.
Yeah.
Okay, but seriously, what has been your favorite episode so far?
I think the first episode with Miss Wilkerson was really fun because it made me realize how fun it would be.
Yeah.
It was really, really fun.
It was fun because it's also like the last episode with Mr. Noblin, because you can see the progression of how much you guys have improved from episode 1 asking questions all the way up to episode now 16. Look how comfortable you are asking questions.
Yeah.
You know, in the beginning, you guys did not even have enough confidence to be yourself, but now each one of you kind of have your own personality within Sharkcast, and I think that's great.
Everybody loves episode 1, but the second somebody mentions it, I get PTSD to me, like calling to the smokers and all.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
Sorry,
also-
Mr. Noblin, again.
Yeah. So also going back to that, because I remember when you said that, some kid, I'm pretty sure, I don't know who it was. I'm not going to mention names. But he walked up to me, he's like, Alexis, how dare you say that? I'm like, that was not me.
I think it was great. I like the comedy effect of it. I like the fact that you're being yourself. And I love for people to like pick on me because I like to pick on people too. When some of my friends pick on me, I think that I laugh at that. I think it's funny. So if you said something funny to me and it was a good one, I would admit that. Like I can dish it out, but I can also take it.
Yeah, same with me and my sisters. We'll tease each other. Like, we'll, really hardly tease each other. But when somebody else says something mean, it's fair game, okay?
Yeah.
You have to take it lightly.
And it has got me in trouble before, teasing, because I've teased my friends before and they don't really, maybe it's somebody I don't know so well, and they don't know that I'm teasing. So I've had to learn my lesson about that the hard way.
Yeah.
So, did you have any braces whenever you were younger? And if so, what was okay?
No braces. These teeth are El Natural.
When did you get glasses?
My glasses, I started wearing glasses when I was in middle school. I wore contacts for years, but the past 6 months or so, my eyes became really sensitive to contacts. So I started wearing my glasses more. And also, my eyes I'm 44 years old. So now my eyes with contacts, I have to put on glasses so I can read up close. So I'm getting old where I need bifocals now.
Wow.
You look better with glasses. I would hate it if you, no offense. You just look weird. You look...
I don't like it. Like, it's the same thing with my mom.
Okay. Everybody that has glasses, for some people, it just zooms into their eye and it makes more sense.
And
their proportions look so much better. But then the second they take it off, their eyes look like midgets.
It happens to my mom. Like I'll be like, my mom takes off her glasses and I'm like, please put them back on.
Yeah.
You look great. But please put that back on your glasses, okay? Also, you're lucky you have not gone to the orthodontist because sometimes getting your braces in can put pressure, and also
it hurts.
Did you have braces?
Yes, I did. I got them taken off the day before school after we went to go meet you, and also now I have a retainer glued to my teeth.
Oh, but your teeth look great. I mean, really straight, really good. Awesome. And Austin has braces on right now. Do you like them? You just recently got those, right? How long have you been wearing those? 13 months? So how long do you have to keep them on? 17 months? 18 months?
Whenever my sister got them tightened, she always didn't eat as much the first day because it would be sore.
Also,
I do wear a night guard though because I grind my teeth. So the dentist gave me a night guard to put on so that I won't grind my teeth to damage my teeth. So when I put those on, I do kind of feel a bit of pressure on my teeth because your teeth will move.
Also, if sometimes you might get I'm talking about braces again. And sometimes you might get this thing that goes on the roof of your mouth. I honestly have no idea why I had this thing, but sometimes they'll put black rubber bands in the back teeth, and it's so sore and it really hurts.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, and then you have it for a week, and then take them out, and they're like, okay, braces, and then you get freaked out.
Okay.
Have you ever thought of a joke ever thought back and it was remember Sharkcast episode 19 timestamp 34 seconds and 95 minutes and 97 milliseconds. The joke was amazing then.
The joke is good.
Have you ever thought of a joke again?
I have not. I have not. There's a lot of things going through my...
You've never?
Mm-mm.
I say my jokes are memorable.
All right, a couple more questions. We'll get another group up. Anybody else?
What do you call an elephant that can't make a sound?
What?
A piranha.
What?
I think he hit the crickets. That one.
I don't get it.
Would that be a cat? Piranha?
I know how to purr.
See, now you guys are getting way too comfortable.
Do you want, my last question is, do you want people to like and subscribe? Wink, wink, nudge,
yes,
nudge,
please
wiggle,
like
wiggle,
and
shake,
subscribe.
shake,
Like and subscribe,
move,
people.
up, down,
Yes.
left,
Like and
right,
subscribe.
A, B, start.
Okay.
Better like and subscribe.
Next group.
This is the end of part 1. Part 2 will be next week, to be continued.